Here we are. So this morning, we will first of all have a look at Lujuan's proposal on changes to the website. So we'll have a discussion about that first. As I said, Lujuan submitted an input paper for this. Then we'll move on to Ker's update about the heritage module for the level 1.1 ATOL manager course. Then we have the presentations at 11. Where we've got 3 presentations, one from Japan Coast Guard, one from EMSA, and one about World Avon Day, which will be fantastic to hear about. And then we'll probably do the clock after those presentations, if that's but at 12, which I'm thinking presentations will end about then. That's when Christina and Alan will come in and have a chat. I will ask Lujuan, would you be able to, I'll stop sharing my screen. Would you like to start your presentation on your proposal for the website?
Okay, just wait a minute. Hello, can you see my screen?
We can, yes.
The PPT, can you see my presentation?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now I will start my presentation. Okay, good afternoon. Good morning. Good afternoon. This is afternoon in China, everyone. And I'm very pleased to present the proposal on adding a new column to the heritage website, to the heritage web pages. In the next 8 to 10 minutes, and I will walk you through the summary, the background, and then the necessity, feasibility, and some cases in China. I hope this proposal will receive your full support. And first is let's start with the core idea of this proposal. We recommend that Iala add a new column called Cultural and Story to the Heritage section of its official website's web page. The main goal of this column is to systematically display and promote the unique historical, technical, and architectural and humanistic value of heritage lighthouse across the world. By launching this column, we expect to achieve 3 important goals. And the first one is enrich the content and depth of the Iala Heritage and Culture web pages. And the second is to support the high quality and sustainable development of the pages. And the third one is strengthen the international communication and global influence of lighthouse culture. Now let's look at why we are putting forward this proposal at this moment. First, lighthouses are the most publicly recognized type of navigation heritage. There are far more than functional structures. They carry centuries of technological progress, touching human stories, artistic value, and local cultural traditions. For many countries around the world, protecting heritage lighthouses, supporting their coordinated use, and expanding their social and cultural functions are very important responsibilities of maritime and lighthouse authorities. Second, we have clear policy guidance. According to the Iala Committee Work Plan 2025 and 2027, maintaining the heritage and culture web page on the Iala official website is explicitly listed as a key task. And last night we also maintain let this task into the next work plan. So this provides strong policy support and practical guidance for us to further optimize and expand the web page's content. And now I will explain in detail why we need this column, whether it is feasible or what content we plan to include and how we will implement it. We believe creating this column is necessary for 4 main reasons. And the first one is it will facilitate international exchange and cooperation. And this column will serve as a shared platform for all member states and social member states to showcase their own lighthouse heritage, share management experience, and tell cultural stories across borders. It will strengthen mutual understanding and practical cooperation among us. And the second, it will expand public engagements. Rich and vivid stories will greatly increase public interest and awareness of heritage lighthouses. And this will help the ENG Working Group, Heritage and Culture Working Group 3, better fulfill its mission of spreading lighthouse culture and encourage wider social participation in lighthouse preservation. And third, it will help align Iala with international heritage systems. With stronger cultural communication, Iala can build closer partnerships with important international organizations such as UNESCO and ICMOS in the field of lighthouse heritage protection. And I believe that this will help integrate lighthouse conservation more systematically into the global cultural heritage framework. And fourth, it will elevate Iala's international profile. This column will extend Iala's work into the field of cultural soft power. It will highlight Iala's dual role, promoting technical development of navigation aids and preserving valuable cultural heritage. Iala has a broad and active network of member states. And from the lighthouse nomination materials submitted by countries and our discussions in the previous meetings, we can clearly see that the member states share a strong interest in lighthouse stories and rich experience in heritage protection. Many countries already have high-quality materials, including stories, photos, videos, and best practice in conserving lighthouses. These resources provide a solid and sustainable foundation for continuously updating this column. This column is just like a museum. It's a sustainable museum that attracts more countries, many countries, to provide the lighthouse sources. And what kind of content will be included in this column? We propose for 4 main categories, and of course, naturally, it goes far beyond these. And of course, we can discuss it. And the first one is the historical narratives, such as the historical content of lighthouse construction, its role in significant historical events. And the second was the humanistic stories, such as the daily routines and the dedicated service of lighthouse keepers, and the relationship between lighthouse, such as the twinning lighthouses, and the local economy, community, associated folklore or anecdotes involving notable figures. And the third one is technological and actual insights, such as the construction techniques of heritage lighthouse and the evolution of related technologies, such as the history of frozen lands, and structural engineering. And the fourth one is conservation and the legacy practices, such as the restoration, historical history, heritage lighthouses, modern preservation philosophies, and cultural outreach activities like open days and cultural and creative projects development. And the implementation plan, of course, this is a very simple one. Content collection, it is proposed that Iala would initiate a call for content collection, encouraging submissions to be displayed on this column. And the working group 3 would be responsible for providing content as secretary relating to editing, publication, and maintenance of the column. So in order to I will to help you better understand what all this column will look like in practice. I'd like to share two conservation cases from China. The first one is the Shanshanzhou Lighthouse preservation, the conservation legacy practice. And this lighthouse is located in Nansha district, and this is Guangdong province. It has developed 3 initiative practice, and the first one is the digital reconstruction. We use accurate digital reconstruction, which lays a solid foundation for the digital protection. And the second one, the VR cloud tower. We create a VR cloud tower to expand the path of lighthouse cultural transmission, which allows the global audience to visit online anytime. And the third one, the 3D pretended culture and creative products, and which turn lighthouse culture into popular, tangible items. Another case is the Dragonclaw Rock Lighthouse, and this lighthouse is one of the best lighthouse in China's inland lighthouse, and it's located in Langshan Scenic Area, Jiangsu Province. Its comprehensive renewal includes 3 parts, and the first one is the physical foundation. Consolidating the physical foundation and strengthen the ecological symbiosis to safeguard inheritance and operation of the lighthouse. And the second one is to upgrading the intelligent facilities to improve navigation safety and occurrence. And the third one is the exploring cultural connotations and upgrading cultural tourism services to revitalize the lighthouse value. And so from all the cases of the reasons I mentioned before, I think adding a culture and history, culture and story column is very necessary and feasible and valuable for this working group. And it supports international exchange, public participation, and alignment with global heritage system. We sincerely believe this column will become a new highlight of the Iala webpage and bring lighthouse culture closer to people worldwide. So if you are willing to support this proposal, I will present a detailed plan for further discussion at our next meeting. Thank you very much for your attention. Sharia.
Thank you, Lujuan. That was a brilliant presentation. Thank you. Do we have any questions or thoughts on this proposal?
I can't remember, 60 or 70 or even more different pages, is it those pages just add an extra tab to it, or would it be just a completely new,
If it's,
sort of column that's unrelated to the heritage nominations?
I think, from my understanding, it's separate from the heritage nominations page, and it's a new section within the heritage sort of like part of the website. I think it would be very beneficial. I'm not sure about what the restrictions are on the website, because that we handle the content, we don't do all the back end stuff and build it. So that would be a conversation to have with Elisa, be the best person.
Wants to start, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, what are your thoughts, Gillian? Because you have a bit more experience, sort of.
I think it's like a great idea, because culture is kind of missed a little bit. A lot of history and historic and heritage, and culture is slightly lacking, so it's a great idea. How that's implemented and practically, I think you may, depending on how you deal, because you're talking about potentially videos, lots of pictures.
Yeah.
I don't, the content, who's responsible for checking content?
Sorry, I think it's a good idea, but what is the main goal of the Iala? We have to keep the website simple. The main and like a big umbrella that embrace everything, but just to put them there, all the nominees, all the Iala worldwide world lighthouse of the year, things like that, and then we got up the each country website about culture and heritage and yeah. Why? Because the responsible to keep on going the websites are from the member states, so we don't have nothing to do with that and all the legal stuff behind information that is over there. And we gave the opportunity to each country, each member state, each member, whatever, to be part of it. So just put the link to the country. And kept our working to focused on boundaries. So what is our main concern here in the webpage? Do a heritage and culture website for Iala. We have the lecture tour, the rules, documentation, what the guidelines or best way to do things, and to put the announcements, and then put here what we consider is relevant. The rest is to choose the countries. Because I like to do websites in this way, it's okay. I like to do it in my way, in Portugal my way, in Italian that way, and we are free from doing according to our ministry of the culture. And it's not about us here saying that it must be like this or not like that. I think so.
So are you suggesting it could be more of a, there's a page where you have links to other countries' websites where there's perhaps got this information?
Yeah.
What do we think about that? Any thoughts?
I think for this suggestion, realistic solution, Iala Secretariat or the working group 3 doesn't have a capacity in all the job for this. If it's not well done, yeah, it's not good, not looking good. Constantly check all the contents that I mentioned should be good if the content or relevant. Yeah, relevant. Yeah, we just make some tag or column, I don't know what I should.
A roadmap.
Yeah, a roadmap, something, and just give the link to each country. They make their own website.
Yeah.
Lazy.
Each country can feel free to go with the idea of A, B, or C.
I don't agree the new one's suggestion that will be make the more, diverse information. It will be promote lighthouse heritage. I strongly agree, and I think it's a really brilliant idea. But
Realistic.
our capacity is not.
We are three working groups trying to arrange the new website, and it's difficult because we don't have the tools to do it. We try all the time to fix small problems. So
It's really
Yes.
consuming time, resources. So
yes.
I think that
So we just offer the idea and then there will be member states or others to work for the.
Yes.
for their countries, right? And you have a link in the Iala website. And you can put a map, a world map, and you can see all the websites of the country. Because I can have restrictions on my country about what kind of information I can pass through, and then it will not be good enough for Iala frame, and then the other country wants to put a lot of things that is very big to be on the website. So the experience of the people that visit the site could be not good, and then
I think so. If the certain parties, certain lighthouse has a lot of information and other lighthouse has doesn't much information, it looks not good on our official website.
So there could be a new tab, but it's one that's just is where you find all those links and the map, as you said. And we can still promote member states to add their website, to add content to their own website so that people, when they're having a look at Iala, can navigate to them. Lujuan, what are your thoughts on some of the things that have been raised in the room?
Thank you for your supportive and thank you for your various answers. I in my personal, I think the link to other member states of the lighthouses, I think it's the easy way, the easy way to get the information of other lighthouses, cultural or stories, but there are still some stories or some information such as the twinning lighthouses between countries. We can't get from the other member states. So in my opinion, so maybe we can try. But I actually have no idea about the capacity of this web page. Sorry.
Which one? Which one? But we already said, thank you for your idea. But we already said in the last meeting that the twin lighthouses will be considered nominee certification by Iala, so that will be already in the website. So the good projects are to be treated like good projects and will be on the website. What we are saying here is that doesn't make much sense to bring up to the working group 3 the responsibility to manage the website of each member state. So we can put on the website a good website with good products, like the twin lighthouses and the nominees and the presentation, but each country must feel free to deal with their own internal matters.
I think I'm not 100% sure about this idea, but maybe we start off with a Iala of the year webpage. Now, right now, I only see the like Chile lighthouse, and we have a very summary of that. Every lighthouse of the year, maybe we can enrich that section, and we could ask when we select a lighthouse of the year, we ask them to send images or things like that. you just upload it. You know, there was a lot of images that I remember seeing last time that was quite nice. That's not on the website. But it's simple. It's just sort of like that.
But that's the idea. The idea is to bring a dossier. How do you call it?
Like a list.
When you submit your lighthouse information, you have to have fulfill all the fields that Iala working group says, and that will be on the website. So the website is like that at this moment. With all the information about each one of them. So
Yeah, I'm saying when you click on it, maybe there's some thumbnails.
that's our responsibility. That's okay. That's our responsibility. Not our responsibility to do the website of each country. My opinion.
The problem is that when we speak about heritage, we speak about tourism. We speak with not specialized people. So these should be here a specialized communication speaker, communication professionals. In my opinion, it's important that when you open the web page, you can see as much picture you can. So the people can, I can see China in Australia. The picture is important. Of course, my opinion is that each country can put only one picture, only one lighthouse, and then if you would like to know more information about Italy, Italian lighthouse, you can open your link, you can go, but at least one, like, what is the problem? Write something about the best Italian lighthouse, in my opinion, and people can read, it's already there. We put the compromise. We can, of course, I cannot write inside 10 lighthouse, Italian lighthouse, but only one, for example, that I chose in Sicily and Sardinia that you don't know. The feature is very fantastic. I can give information only over each state can choose only one lighthouse. In Portugal, you have Porto, Lisbona. And then if you would like to see more Portuguese lighthouse, I can open your link and I can go and read whatever I want. But whatever you write in your national website.
But that's what was mentioned in the last meeting, that the website will be like that, as you said. So, okay, we put information about the important and relevant lighthouses that each member state uses. Period. And that should be there. So, a table with documentable information, so you can deal with your measures and maintain all the guidelines and everything like that. Another table with the lighthouse of the year, and another one with the all nominees from each member state. So the list of certification that we are mentioning yesterday will be there. 3, 4, 5 lighthouses of Italy.
I lost a lot of information, but there is a definition of heritage lighthouse of lease.
Yes.
How old should be old the lighthouse? Sorry? How old should be?
There is no age defined.
Okay, just this is the most important.
No, but there is a criteria.
Criteria when we speak about heritage and we speak
Heritage is not just.
it's not the age, it's not just the age. It's not important for you.
No. It's one of the criteria you said.
Okay, how old? The minimum is.
I think there is no minimum. We can revise all the things that we talked about.
So any lighthouse can be considered
Heritage.
heritage.
If it's got a story. On the website, there is the rebuilding a port entry light in Easter Island, and I was taking a lattice tower, metal tower, it's ugly, and making it into a beautiful monument. And that was new, but it had the cultural aspect because it could say that. I don't know if you.
About the culture, no doubt.
Yeah.
About culture, no doubt.
So say a heritage
You
lighthouse.
speak about culture, no more speaking about the heritage now.
I don't have access to the website, but I think it's defined 150 years or 100 years or something like that. We talked about that.
No, it's my fault, I asked.
In the last meeting, we talked about that.
Yeah, that's the story.
Age, yeah. Age engineering technique, so the 580 years.
But there was a definition, was it not? Incheon declaration would be.
In the ancient situation is not about.
Did I just say it doesn't define what the heritage and culture background is? It's written somewhere. Age is not this single.
Yeah.
It's a contributing factor, but it's not always. So it doesn't always have to have age.
But we are talking about two different things. One thing is when we started to review the website, and we said, what do you want from the website of Iala Heritage Culture? What do you need? What member states need, or state members need when they go to the webpage? What do you need? I need to see the guidelines for keeping up the heritage lighthouses. I need to know how to do a maintenance. I have to know the good practice, so on and so on. So when I go to the Iala webpage, directly to this part, I want to see all the documentation. One part. Second part, I want to see what are the good reference of that way of being. So I need to know what Iala heritage lighthouses nominates are. With history, right? With some history, and then a space to the ones that were considered the best of the year. These three things, and then we talked about having a map with a link, each country, Minister of Culture or portals or anything that each of any of us can visit and see the good practice. That's what four vectors that we find in the last meeting.
So Luke presented this idea of a new tab where countries can put forward stories that we would manage. We're talking about potentially that just being a new tab where we have these links to other member states' websites. As an example of what exists already, so this is the Heritage Lighthouse nomination for Eddystone Lighthouse, which is Trinity House. And you can see here nomination forms as the option to add the website. So if we then visit the website, it takes us to the Trinity House website that we have, which has information about this tower, but then also it then takes you to, you can navigate to articles about that sort of thing. So that's sort of how it exists at the moment. And again, it's only for those lighthouses that have been submitted for Heritage Lighthouse of the Year. However, it sounds like from the conversation that's been having, we could add potentially a separate tab in this heritage sort of part of the website that is to access these external links, potentially that map format. So that's just a picture of what exists at the moment in terms of directing audiences to other websites, and that is something that could be developed into a separate little section. Because you've brought up some really good points about videos and photo files, like that takes up a lot of space on, systems like this. And that could be hard if there's lots of people submitting stories and video clips and files and that sort of thing. There's also, like you mentioned, data protection, all of the processes you have to go to upload something like this. And then there is the management side of things, as you said, like that would be if we're getting an influx of content to add to this section of the website, it could potentially drown us, to drown this working group. Some really, really good points. Lu Juan, I wonder if you'd be able to, please, if you have any more thoughts, please share them with us. But I wonder if, you know, if you'd be willing to investigate this further, and perhaps more so a tab that allows links to other websites, and so that you don't have to go to each individual lighthouse in the Heritage Lighthouse section and click their visit website. Maybe there could be a tab where we can access all these different member states and associate member websites. What are your thoughts on that?
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everyone. I just want, I know it's a very good way to visit the lighthouse through the website, through the visit through the website. But in my opinion, we just know the lighthouse. Each lighthouse. So if the lighthouse if the some of the lighthouse have just like the French, the technical thing, just like the history of the Frenzel lands, the history of French lands, the story of French lands, or some of the lighthouses of twinning lighthouses, or some of the stories about the lighthouse keepers. So I just wondering if we got some information from this. It's my personal opinion.
Lujan, thank you for your presentation, and all of us saw that you have done very huge work, and it was really interesting. And in my point of view, there are a lot of interesting ideas, but maybe I'd like to suggest one thing. I agree with Anthony, first of all, that the huge information about lighthouses is responsible of government. This is first point. Second point, that I agree with Sarah, that it's too strong, too hard for Iala staff refresh this website, and with this big piece of information. But on to your big your great work, I think that maybe we can use this presentation as an example, as a good example of the structure of web page. It doesn't mean that all of countries have to do absolutely the same way, but it's really good example. Maybe it's template, maybe only an example, but I think it's so this is my opinion, this is my suggestion.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, just one more thing. There is a key point that Lichuan told 30 seconds ago, that could be interesting also. At this moment, she talked about the history of lighthouse keepers and the evolution of the lands and things like that. That is a specific part of history that is is equal to each country.
Mm.
That's a different point, and we can work it out to put that main information on the website. In the rest, I agree with Oleg because I think it's more easier for and the responsibility of all the information that is put to us is not okay. So I think you can put there some information about the history of lighthouse keepers and about the lands or the construction evolution of the construction of the lighthouses, because this is equal to each country. The baseline is equal to all of the countries. So good history for knowledge of all of us.
Mm-hmm.
In the rest, I put it apart and country big map countries. You can visit the country because I'm going to visit Ireland and I go there and see the information there. I go there, Russia the same, go to Portugal, see what we have, tickets and things like that. The rest is information that is treated here, and we are responsible for the information that is on the website. I think you are the responsible of the information that is there, right?
Well, yeah.
I get completely, there are common areas and it does relate to heritage and culture for the history of a lot of our organisations, and where we are now has came from history. One thing that did make me think whilst we've been talking is there's a lot of Iala news articles that can be classed as heritage. Should we be signposting it from this website? Is that a way to get the message that you're talking about over, or is it that slightly different? I would think it maybe will be slightly different, but I think we're actually missing the ongoing.
It's different. It's different. Cannot forget that at this moment, Iala is not a band of guys, it's brotherhood. So if you put some newspaper news, that some countries can call it fake news. And
Oh no! I mean Iala news, like that. If there's been an article Iala has done.
Okay, so that is supervised.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Not everybody else. Iala
For me, it's
generated.
peaceful. The Iala workout can be here. Okay, no problem.
I don't know whether that might actually.
It's not the same.
Because there could be articles that have been done.
Because there is already news, so
yeah.
News is news. I think our webpage must be keep it simple and stupid.
But I think there maybe have been articles that are done that you could actually take out and do the history part of.
Link it.
Yeah, well, you could link it or whatever. Because
link it. Yeah.
The Fresnel lens, there was a celebration 2 years ago.
But it's a news about Fresnel's lens. But another thing is the evolution of the Fresnel lens.
Yeah.
So two different things. We have here an architect that I love, and be doing one thing about the evolution of the construct of lighthouses.
Well, there's all that book written on it.
Yeah, and put it here. So if I want to build a lighthouse, I can here and see the evolution and what is the work of new things, the fortress and things like that. I want to know how the evolution of the lands and the left day and things like that. I can hear and see the evolution. It's okay. The lighthouse keepers, some countries don't have lighthouse keepers, they don't know what is a lighthouse keeper. So I think that's history about people to each country can be here. Other thing is culture of a country.
That also leads you to the potential. All countries are different. Should there be a resource for a bibliography of lighthouse orientated books? You know, and that's going extreme. But
it isn't in a week that we are here that we can evaluate that. It's not our goal. I think It's just one part of.
But certainly to address the cultural and story part, but certainly pointing to websites would be the easiest thing
Yeah.
to do.
Any more thoughts on?
One more thought, sorry,
That's right.
uh, that I just want to say one more thing that I thought that, you know, that Iala, or the technical organization, but our group is rather unique because we don't decide technical matters. We decide more historical, more cultural, and culture of every country is unique, and that's why it would be logistical that to provide idea and the idea that on the website of Iala we had only links on the website country, and that's why everyone who uses link can see unique design of every country, and it will be a lot of references and a lot of design of website, and I think it's also part of culture. Other important.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is the information we have in the website or not? Or we must go for the country's website to see?
At the moment, it's going to other people's websites, other member states' websites. The only information that we really have on here is heritage lighthouses that have been nominated for Iala Heritage Lighthouse of the Year. This, at the moment, it's just a database of these Iala Heritage Lighthouses. We don't have any information on there about lighthouse keepers or cultural stories. Yeah, that's how it is at the moment.
I see the website of UNESCO, and they talk about the intelligible culture, and they have a convention to move these things to.
Yesterday we talked about the artifacts. Why couldn't it be in the web page some artifacts?
Like a digital museum.
Because artifacts are almost so important than the lighthouses. Because we talk all about lighthouses. There is an earthquake and the lighthouses disappear. The navigation will keep on going, but some artifacts can be heritage. And we don't have a database of some artifacts.
Yeah.
And we told in the future building of Iala to have a museum space with some parts of each country can bring artifacts.
I think from my experience of dealing with artifact databases, they're a nightmare. It would be a big thing to manage on our website, I think. It could be you know,
Not manage, we don't manage it.
but we would have, if it's on our website, we would have, that's the thing.
We have to know, but it's the same principle of the lighthouse. I have an artifact that I consider one in the million in the world. So I bring it to you and I say, I have here this artifact. You say, oh, unbelievable, amazing. It's one thing, not being all the database.
Okay, I think, Lujuan, I wonder if you could take some of the comments that have been made today, consider perhaps narrowing the field of this to something that we as a group can manage, whether that be a tab with, sorry. Oh, sorry. Maybe that's a tab where there's links to other countries' websites. Maybe it's a way for this. Maybe there's a way for this group to promote sharing stories via the Iala News or via the Iala e-bulletin as well. I know that goes out. I don't know how often that goes out. I think there's definitely space here for us to help promote member states utilizing their websites to share their stories, and then we can be a sort of, I guess, a library for that, where you can access the Iala webpage, visit a country's lighthouse website via a link we have. But I wonder if you're willing to investigate that a little bit more, if that's okay with you.
Okay, okay, Shara, I thank you so much for sharing your views, for your opinions for this proposal. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lujuan, and I will I'll have a chat with probably Elisa to start off with, and just see what capacity there is behind the scenes in you know, adding an extra column and that. Thank you. Thank you for your presentation. It was brilliant. Thank you. All right, I might move us along to her. Would you be able to share your?
Okay, good morning, everyone. So here I would like to proposals on enhancing the heritage and cultural curriculum in lighthouse training. It is also a task. So, and it's the revisions to model course C1001 about the module 2B, historic lighthouse. And I have some intentions about introduction and background and key reference, proposed and suggestion and content conclusion. first part, introduction and background. And there is UNESCO in line with Iala ENG committee. This team has worked on improving the C1001 historic lighthouse model course. And we have the objective to integrate the UNESCO World Heritage Framework and the latest technical guidelines and recommendations. And ILO's goal is to preservation, value dissemination, and sustainable utilization of historic lighthouses. Yesterday, the chair talked about that they will be working for about sustainability and maybe sustainable, maybe divided into another group. So I'm not sure when he will begin. Maybe next ENG committee or next year. And the background is about some relevant module, including yesterday when we talked about the lighthouse module, the latest edition is 2017. And our working group would like to have some adjustment of them. And also some guidelines, recommendations. Also, UNESCO's heightened demands for heritage interpretation and sustainable development. And Iala has released updated guidelines on lighthouses since 2018. Hereby, we suggest some reversal to show heritage value, recognition, and digital trends. Key reference about lighthouses is from UNESCO and Iala. There's a global strategy. Cultural heritage plays a role in promoting social cohesion, and there is current UNESCO focus in driving digital transformation and integration of cultural heritage. So, alliance with Iala, there are some philosophy with UNESCO about conservation, and the value of lighthouses extends beyond the structure itself, the maritime trade and oceanic business. The key Iala guidelines about lighthouses, there are guideline 1074, 1093, and 1080, 1075, and the recommendation is 1005. It defines lighthouses as multifunctional structures delivering economic, social, and cultural benefits. And there are core proposals. It's about syllabus amendment. This target model is a model course L101 and it's model 2D. And the action of teaching syllabus will cover technical conservation and heritage value, legal frameworks, and digitalization. So the revision focuses on new subjects on heritage value, legal frameworks, and digitalization. The current syllabus about lighthouses is on the left side. There are 4 parts in historic lighthouses model course. One is heritage responsibility. The second, alternative use and third-party access. Third part, old lenses, size and knowledge. And fourth, case study. And we propose the syllabus to the right side. And besides the 4 parts of the current syllabus, we add 2 parts. One is value assessment and legal protection. The other is digitalization and archival management. So the suggestion is as following. First one, legal issues, understanding of legal frameworks and risk assessment. And the references is guideline 1093. So there could be legal considerations in transfer of historic lighthouse properties and intellectual property protection and practical application within the legal framework. Second suggestion is both protection and development. This one also connect with the guideline. Not done yet. Yesterday afternoon, Sarah talked about that. So it's connected with both protection and development. The third suggestion is technical aspects of lighthouse renovation. And integrating methodology is heritage value assessment, environmental impact assessment for modifications, modern light sources, traditional optics, historic artifact selection and display, and the new guideline discussed yesterday afternoon. So there could be practical section considering technical and historical issues together. The fourth suggestion is digital and archival management. And there could be outcomes for enhanced multi-phase preservation through digitalization. First one, documentation management, and second, digital lighthouse application, and then significance of documenting historic projects. Here comes a conclusion. There will be alliance with D1001 with Iala standards, the latest Iala standards, and UNESCO vision, broaden Chinese competence from technician to heritage management, and also ensure sustainable future for historic lighthouses, and enhance public engagement through digital tools and branding. So we would like our working group to discuss the following. First is this input paper is 1001315, and the second edition of the model course to incorporate heritage and culture elements. The first amendment for module 2D. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. Any feedback or thoughts on this presentation and also on the input paper that was submitted? I'll pull up the
Can send the two papers and the documentation to Worldwide Academy.
and
We can.
get their thoughts on it.
Yeah.
So this is
I think this is important and relevant. This is more in the way we talked in the last Dublin session.
yes.
And I think that the way to go is to pass it through the Worldwide Academy and for them to say if it's good enough to keep on going, or to be part already in the model. But it's very good.
So I wonder, because we talk about legal issues and legal frameworks, and I know that's something that Iala has sort of,
A legal advisor.
yeah, they've sort of clamped down on the idea of providing legal advice through the guidelines and standards that we push out. That sort of focus on the legal side of things. I'm not sure what the Worldwide Academy will say or suggest. I'm not too sure. I haven't done any of the Iala courses myself, so I don't know if other courses touch on those legal issues as well. But that's the only sort of thing that I see. I think that this is going to be fantastic for use by ATAR managers. And I completely agree with Tony that the next step is to share this syllabus with the Worldwide Academy, get their thoughts on it, which I think could be done during this end session. I know Sarah and Latifa have been around the building, so I think it would be good to get a hold of them and chat through it with them. That's my
Worldwide Academy, country that provides the model courses as the base of the Iala Worldwide Academy, but they adapt the presentation and to examples of the country. So the question of legal, I think, maybe like
dependent on the country, dependent on the region or the. That's true. That's true.
Well, that's my experience with the Worldwide Academy. So they have a PowerPoint presentation of the models, but each country adapts a little bit because of the language, because of the examples, to be more fluent in the right. So I think that the legal part can be not a problem. I think so.
So just to clarify, this level of competence column, is that is that representative of level 1.1? Say, for example, this one is level 1.1 and this is
level 1.1.
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
and also there will be a workshop in this June.
Your question was not. She's asking about the level of competence in the
These sections.
that part, not if it's the level 1.1.
Level 1.1.
Yeah.
So this entire thing is just level 1.1.
Yeah. All the thing is level 1.1.
Course?
All the document is for level.
That's syllabus. Is that all level 1.1
Yeah.
or is
Last Vegas. Yes, Las Vegas is for level 1. It's in.
The level of competence is another thing, so that's why I say that Worldwide Academy have to pronounce about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there will be a workshop in this June to talk about level 1.1 course. And I think WW has sent piece patient to some of the class. And as we discussed on the level 1.1 last October in Dublin. Level 1.1 the guideline, and this one hasn't been revised for 7 years. So this year we have planned the discussion of the totally the revised 1001. And inside it there are 3 modules. And what we talk about this night course is just one of them.
Okay. And I see you've marked out, you know, the new sections. Those sections that are the same. So example, old lens size and terminology. Just refresh my memory. Are you suggesting that be updated, those sections, or are they fine the way they are?
Updated.
Okay. Yeah, so I think the best thing to do would be to chat with the Worldwide Academy about this new syllabus. And then it's a matter of yeah, really fleshing these out into the PowerPoint and into the course notes, because of course it will be Sarah and Latifa that will be presenting this. So making sure it's usable for them as the course instructors. Any more feedback or Kerr on this? Online, any feedback? Okay. Thank you so much for the work you've been doing on that. Again, it's not a small task, it's a big task, but it will be very worthwhile to keep pushing with. But yeah, I would say this end session is probably a good chance to get a hold of the Worldwide Academy and have a sit down and chat with them and work through it. So thank you.
Any comments?
Yes.
When you think of that, can email me.
Yes, absolutely. I sent out an email yesterday with those tasks, and it should have Kerr's email in that email body as well. So please let me know if you didn't get that email. I will resend it. We've got 15 minutes before break and before our group photo. So Naya, would it be okay now?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got your presentation that you sent me. The revised one. Yeah. Is it?
Yeah, so since 2017, the Korea has been providing the clock for the world syndication for lighthouse. There's a this lighthouse of the year. It's really busy. So yeah, today I wrote 4 options for the design of the clock. So if you see the first one, this is the most traditional certificate style clock and featuring a vertical layout with the Iala logo on the left and lighthouse illustration on the right side, and over title and recipe and name and description text, and the signatures are clearly arranged on the bottom. And the border uses decorative patterns, which is inspired by sea waves and nautical elements. You can see like vessels on the bottom, and which is giving it a formal look. And the second one, so the outside, the first.
Can you ask in the middle of the presentation or in the end?
Yeah.
What is the better for you?
Whatever you prefer.
Can you bring back
Yeah, the first one.
the certificate, the lighthouse that is bringing that is the lighthouse of the year? So we keep this model for now and so on, and we just change the lighthouse.
Oh,
right?
you recognize. I mean, it was actually same design as the last year.
Yeah.
So just change the name.
Yeah. So we are going to keep the model and just changing
The name.
the name and the
Yeah. The rest
You have some options. We
Yeah, I know.
can
In
see
this
all the options. And
No, I'm asking in this one. The idea is to change the lighthouse and the name, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty surprised that you recognize that. So I mean, the first one is like kind of clear and easy to read. And giving the like strong impression that this is official award. You know. And the second design is three-dimensional lighthouse shaped trophy rather than a flat plaque. So this structure actually mimics the form of a lighthouse with a solid base and the texture and iridescent surface. So wherever you see, like, you can see the different, like from different angles, you can see like different types of pattern. And while it's providing like more decorative than documentary, but this provides kind of like limited space for the texture. As you can see, the heritage lighthouse of the year is written like outside of the border, so it's pretty limited. And the third design is we are going back to the certificate style, but incorporates the local Chilean elements such as graves and condor and waves into the decorative frame. So it blends a classical, classic formal structure with regional symbolism. The fourth one is also certificate style design, but with a more structured and refined composition. And it integrates same Chilean motifs such as graves, condor, waves. And as you can see, there's heart on the bottom in the middle. So this is from the Chilean flag. Yeah, but it incorporates the Korean traditional patterns, so it reflects the international context as well. So I would say this represents strongly international collaborations and between like Chile and Korea.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Really
So,
excellent options.
any
Really.
comments or?
Yeah. What do you all think?
Taken. Options taken. Taken option.
Yeah, this is pretty new and different from what we've been providing so far. So we're not sure, like we haven't made this one yet. But yeah, this would be good option as well.
Mhm. This second one.
Oh yeah, as
Yeah.
you call it.
Yeah.
At this moment, we offer country to designated lighthouse of the right.
Mhm.
Can we do both like this one? No.
Both?
Well, my country is a small country, and I can give the trophy to the Minister of the Culture and keep on the lighthouse the plate. Okay, my country is a small country, so things are not nearby. But some countries are not like this. So the lighthouse of the year is in a island, and the rest of the people go to the main museum. So in the main museum is a trophy about the lighthouse of the year. But in the lighthouse is a plate like this one. That is, for me, very strong, this one. Because you pull this one with the lighthouse, this one with all the culture involved, the frame,
Okay.
because it's very, very strong. Don't show that we are trying to get near the country and the culture of the country, but we maintain the baseline of our thoughts with this part of the lighthouse description. So I think we can do it. Make a plate that is not so expensive, and then so a plate like all the culture thing about the country and the information about Iala, and then a trophy to the country. My opinion. So I like the two. Option 2 for a trophy. It's different from anything we talk about it. And a plate to put on the lighthouse that reveals that we are trying to keep all together with the culture thing. For me, this is amazing.
Okay.
Pick up the cultural thing is very strong. It's powerful. It's a very powerful communication from Iala to the countries that we are here from them. Yeah, sorry.
But the most important thing is budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds really good idea. Yeah.
How much that cost a plate? I can make a plate. Do you want to make me?
That is made of a Korean expert with 그 자개를 뭐라고 하죠?
No, but
Actually, I understand
statue,
the second one's material, but what's the material of this? Is it printed on the paper or
or a plate,
metal plate?
No, not the metal. It is
So for me, this is a metal plate to put in a lighthouse, and the other is the one.
Okay, yeah.
Mother of pearl,
yes.
Mother pearl. Yeah.
it's very elegant.
Yeah.
Really
So the trophy was only in the same way that is meant to be, and you pose and you take for. But this plate could be in the metal or in bronze or something like that, in gold, something like that, be on the lighthouse.
Actually, providing both a trophy and the plaque wasn't kind of like option for us because of the monetary issue. But yeah, we can consider, but yeah.
We can do it.
Okay, so if you choose one of the plaque out of those options, and if it is possible, we can provide trophy as well.
You can provide the trophy and I provide the plate. You design it? The design, because it is very interesting that it's amazing. So this one, it get all the things that are cultural for a country and bring on to a trophy. Smart.
Yeah.
I very much love this design, option 4. That just a personal opinion. I love the incorporation of the grapes and the drawing of the lighthouse and that. Again, it's been through Korea's generosity that we've been able to supply these to Iala Heritage Lighthouse of the Year. I think we don't want to overstep and demand more than what we have asked for in the past. So it's but I'm leaning towards option 4. If there is space for anything else, we're welcome to talk about it. But again, it's through your generosity that we've been able to do this for as many years as we have.
So yeah, it's a great idea to provide both the trophy and then the plaque as well. But
we can talk through, and we offer the plate. The plate is not expensive, really. A plate is doing in the metal.
No,
no, it's not at all.
I know, but if the option is to be the statue, the trophy in the mother pearl, one trophy, okay, and that is expensive and that is delicate and that's generous offer. And then we maintain this one, like being exposed on the license. I do this. The sanctuary of the lighthouse, I do it like this and put it in the lighthouse. That's not expensive. 100 euros, and I do this in the metal.
More than 100 euros so far, but if you pick
Well, the other one, yes.
But most of the country has their own ceremony. In your opinion, is that after to that domestic things, this is the international things to give just one from Secretary General to representative of each country. So one thing is the other thing your suggestion is proper make their domestic.
No. That's a problem of bad English.
Yeah.
When we offer something official, normally we offer the hospital, and and then a small plate or a paper with a certificate. That's what I'm talking about. So the trophy, the Oscar, is the number 2.
But this is not the award, just to make some certificate. That is not competition. So that is an accolade. So we don't need some statue things.
Not a step. Not like myself understood. The trophy that you already provide is like is a statue, right? Has been a statue, right?
Yeah.
The second one is a statue, right? I don't know, is a statue the name of the trophy that is over there?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's one thing. With the trophy, what I'm saying is you can provide also this one. It's a small plate, so it's a combined thing. So one will be rest in the wherever the member states consider that is important to be to show it, and the other one will be always on the lighthouse.
I think
myself.
but this mean is for the Iala government and the organization things, right? So if your case, you can make them some a little bit replica aside. There is another option.
I don't want
Make a copy of that.
We already go by the one
Yes.
trophy or plaque so far, right?
Yeah.
So from now on, suddenly we provide 2 things can be little. Yeah.
I think it is an interesting idea having something attached to the lighthouse and perhaps something to put on display. Perhaps
appeal.
moving forward with the one, as you pointed out, if we start bringing up 2, it could it could be seen a particular way, or it could even snowball. You know, it might be. So I think to give Korea an idea of which design we are leaning towards, I think that's the first step. So I think before we.
So it's also made by the mother peer.
Yeah.
Ask. They go.
So we will have a group photo now.
Sorry, everyone online, we've got our break now and our group photo, so we'll be back in half an hour. Thank you so much.